Hello everyone, it's me again, and this time I'm going to try to make my best at, well, the minimum racer and the tiny races of the 80s. And this time, well, oh by the way, I'm gonna check out what's my price bike. It's not that cool, and it's quite fucking slow, so I'm not gonna use it. That's a shame. So on to this one. There are a few good 125 bikes on this game. Well, mainly two. The Aprilia and the Suzuka. Yeah, I think that Aprilia has a really nice 125 bike. It's a replica bike. Well, sorry, at least, well, it has this one, the RS50. No, it's a 250. They don't have the 125 model, I guess. And also I was quite afraid by the fact that I might have needed. Oh, the cool 125 is the Kajiba Nitro. It's the Nitro, not the other one. Okay, prices on all races again. Yeah, helmet, a helmet, another fucking helmet, and a bike I'm not going to get. Yeah, because, well, I don't have the power. Yeah, I mean, even if I spent a ton of money upgrading the bike, I don't think I would be able to outperform the good ones. So everyone is on my same bike. I'm gonna hope there's nobody on a fucking super cute bike. So I'm on the red version of this bike. Well, some seem to be fast, but they weren't. And okay, for those that like top speeds, I'm getting to 92 miles an hour with a fucking 125 bikes from the early 80s. Mainly because of the slipstream. The rider still looks a bit ridiculous on this bike because, well, it's quite obvious he's bigger than the bike, than he should be. But well, at least it's not as ridiculous as seeing him on the NSR 50. Going up to the hairpin. I don't even remember if this turn has an actual name. I know there's the Denier curve, which I went through right a few turns ago. I know that I'm going into the spoon, even though it doesn't look like a spoon or whatever. Whoa. Me doing weird things with the balance. Okay, the turning speeds are a bit unrealistic. I mean, not a lot, but you know, it's not exactly realistic. Yeah, mainly because, well, I know the speeds through the spoon, because there was a time where Motegi was recording those speeds. Well, I think at that time it was the 500cc World Championship, and they weren't hitting 75 miles an hour. Let's put it that way. They were hitting like 75 or 80 miles an hour, depending on the bike. And and I was hitting 75 miles when I wasn't even fully linked on, so I guess that's not realistic. Yeah, okay, that's 60 miles an hour. Going under the bridge. Up to the hairpin again. I pretty much need to kill the fucking engine to do that turn right. Okay, this time, since I'm winning as usual by quite a good margin, I'm gonna do one of the things I like to do when I'm winning by a lot. That is my special interest. I don't know, if I'm on a car racing game and I'm winning by a lot, I usually end up crossing the finish line, even though it's on a fucking straight sideways, because I hit the handbrake. And this time I'm gonna calculate it a bit, but I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm doing it on neutral. The problem is that I cannot hold the clutch, so the bike doesn't overrep and starts using the engine braking. Oh, whatever. Okay, that was a really easy one. I mean, not problems at all. No problems at all. And a bluish purple, whatever. I may cut the loading screen in the future, not on this part at least, on the earlier parts. Okay, I don't know why, but there's a fucking bike winning by fucking 10 seconds. I thought the guy was on crack or something like that. Okay, that was a fairly decent start. That was cool. Okay, I'm gonna have problems because I'm getting blocked. Yep. What the fuck, guy? To be honest, I'm recording quite a lot of time right now. Maybe like 2 hours. I'm kind of close to 2 hours. I mean, I would like to do the Battle 100 mode, but I don't know, the attention I might need at the lowest ranks. I mean, Battle 100 means I'm gonna race not 100 times, but close to that, because you know there are group races where you fight 5 guys, and well, if you beat them all, you are beating 5 guys in one race, so it's not 100 races. But there's a problem. I'm not exceptional at this game. I'm quite good, you know. But I'm not exceptional, and the lowest ranks are fucking difficult. I mean, the latest race is a Motegi race down altitude 1000. And I've seen a video of that, and the other guy goes at it. I mean, you really have to go at it, because the other one is not letting any room for spare to you. And while I can race on the edge on most bikes, racing on the true edge on a MotoGP bike is madness. Fucking madness. Because you know, if you fail, when you are racing a MotoGP bike, the brakes are extremely good, the acceleration is extremely high, the grip when turning is really high too, but when you make a mistake it's really big. Yeah, mainly because, well, if you brake 5 meters too late, you might go into the turn like 10 miles too fast. If I brake 5 meters too late in this bike, I'll get to the turn, I don't know, maybe 2 miles too fast. I mean, and that's the kind of thing that, well, makes those last races extremely hard, and well, I do not want to spend like 2 hours just trying to record a race for you. Although I've needed quite some time to do that by CTNM race earlier on the other part, on the second sprint. Okay, I'm already halfway through, more or less. Not a really entertaining race, even though it's a single track one. And I'm not using a modified bike. Yep. I have the turnout, all the signals, lights, the long fender, everything. Yeah, did you see the sparks? It's one of the, whoa, it's one of the cooler bits of the game. If you lean too much on certain bikes, well, it's not leaning too much. If you lean as much as you can on certain bikes, there are sparks. That was a nice way through that corkscrew-like turn. I know from earlier experiences that the artificial intelligence riders suck balls at the corkscrew. It doesn't matter if it's the way up or the way down, they suck. I mean, don't really know why, but they suck. So, and another helmet, and this time I'll race. I think it's for another helmet. Yeah. But in line 16, the last doable race, I'll enter the superspeedway race just to check the competition. But I don't think I'll do it because I remember that there's those tiny racing bikes and, well, they're fucking fast. Okay, fun fact I've just noticed. Well, even though we are doing it on reverse, which this is the normal running order for me, for this track. But well, even though we are doing it this way, these bikes are around 30 seconds faster than the 50cc bikes. I guess I'll be much more than those 30 seconds faster than them. This is one of the races that I've won even against the hardest competition the game has to offer. Yeah, there's a mountain road championship. Fuck. They call it winding championship. And there's 3 engine sizes two engine sizes and a kind of bike. You must race it for scooters, well, maxi scooters, for tiny bikes which are under 400cc bikes, yeah, and then you have the main championship that is open for everything. And even though I needed quite a lot of help, I had to use one of the endurance bikes in order to win it. But I managed to win it, and well, I only had problems with the Altitude 1000 double header. Yeah, the winding championship, which is all the way up, on this column we are racing, after minimum racing and minimum racer and now this small racer event, or whatever. Then you have you go up, there's a moment where you reach the winding championship. Yeah, this column is supposed to be for special races. They are not that special. I mean, they are kind of special because we'll have the most of the motor races are held here. Oh, by the way, I haven't told you about the special championships. At times, when you enter the race screen, the screen for racing, there's maybe 1 or maybe 2 special squares that aren't opened at all times. With that, you can get a ton of money, and there are special races like Motegi only races, for example. Oh, they are fucking son of a bitch. Under 200cc bikes, because they know that there's no 175 bike or something like that. And I don't think there's a 200cc bike either. Well, maybe the Bam Bam. I think there's a 200cc Bam Bam. Oh, no fucking He's at 125, okay, it's my lucky day. Let's go for it. Okay, I'll try to get to the slipstream of the first group, of the leading group, and then cut to the inside. Second and first, and first. I lost my position for a little while, okay, that was how it came. Yeah, I blocked him, that was kinda deliberate. I may need to do a block test on this one. Like that. Yeah, I had to be wrong. That was the only fucking way to win. Yeah, I won by only 0.4 of a second, and there were 3 bikes on the same second at the finish line. Yeah, I had to be rough. But you know, that's the way to. That's how you win bikes on this game at times. You need to be a motherfucker. And that's the maxi scooter I'll race once I clear the D level. Well, maybe I don't clear it. Okay, that's one of the extra things. But I'll try to get as much as possible with the amount of money I have and all that.